Hey, this is Danny with Metal Temple, and today I'm speaking to Wizz from Wizz Acoustic.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
And Luke Appleton from Absolver and Iced Earth. So, how are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, all good as can be, you know.
Well, obviously we're at SOS Festival, and obviously your family has quite a bit of involvement in it, and sort of how do you think the atmosphere's been so far? How's it been going down?
We're absolutely thrilled. We've had a really good. We got here Friday morning, 10 o'clock, and got all of our crew, stagehands, the Appleton clan, and got them all in, and we've been working really hard to make this happen, and it's been a real success so far, and I believe so will tomorrow. So we're really happy with the way things are rolling. So
yeah,
I hope it keeps on.
I was really surprised yesterday because Friday, and it's the first year they do something on Friday, and a lot of people showed up yesterday already. Yeah. So I think it's going to be very good.
It's definitely more packed than last year from what's obviously definitely more packed, which is good. So.
The ticket sales have gone a lot quicker, and there's a lot more. We've had the most pre-sales we've ever done, because we get a good lot of people walking up on the door, but we've actually been having to tell people it's like you're gonna have to buy online because we're ready to sell out here. So no, we're really pleased, and it's one of the busiest I think we've had. So
I mean obviously the venue here is kind of I've always kind of when I first came here last year, I was kind of looking at it and like it's a bit like I thought am I at the right place, because it doesn't really look like a typical rock venue. So
yeah,
it's a really kind of special place for this sort of atmosphere. So what's it about this place
it's got quite almost like a sentimental value to me and Chris, because there used to be a lot of local band competitions here when we were growing up and learning how to play, so we always used to come here and perform in these competitions. So we always knew that this place was like around the corner because we live locally from here, and we thought it'd be a really great idea to put on a summer festival, and we thought of no better place than to do it here. So we spoke to the organisers, the owners of the place, and they thought it was a good idea, and we tried it the first year and it was a huge success on everybody's behalf. Everybody was really happy, so it just continued from there and just gradually got bigger and bigger each year. So it's a great location because it's really got a lot of public transport, really close, and lots of places to eat, and there's a bit to do as well, and it really works for us. So
obviously this last year you were doing an acoustic set with Blaze Bailey, but this year you're doing it with Wizz. So what can fans expect from the shows tonight and from both?
Well, we play a couple of Wizz songs, we play a couple of Chris Appleton songs, we play some Ronnie James Dio songs, we play Ice Earth songs. It's a mix from what we like and what we produce ourselves.
Yeah, it's a nice collaboration because we're doing our own kind of versions of these songs as well, and we really make them work, and they sound really good, and we really love it because he's my Belgian brother now, and you can feel that we enjoy what we're doing when we're on stage, and we really enjoy ourselves and have a really fun time. So
yeah, and I'm very proud to play with Luke Appleton. Yeah.
Well, obviously, like last you've kind of become like you've kind of become kind of, I'm trying to think what the word is. You kind of you're kind of a regular here because you played last year and you play.
I think the first time I came here was 2010.
Yeah.
And I did the sound for Blaze and I did the sound for Fury UK.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So and the year after I came with my band playing.
Yeah.
So and then I thought maybe I can do some acoustic stuff, so I can play also 2 days. So one on the main stage and one day on the acoustic stage. So I think it's the third time Now I'm playing on the acoustic stage. Now together with Luke this year. So
I don't think it will be the last either. I don't think. But
my idea is maybe it's better I don't play alone anymore acoustic. If Luke's available, I ask Luke come with me playing because we can do a lot more with two guys. So, and like in Belgium, it's very keen to have his name on the poster.
I know in Belgium and France they've got the Absolver and the Appletons really kind of have a big reputation over there, so it's kind of I was going to ask, because obviously between Belgium and the UK, especially, you can tell just walking around here, you can definitely tell there's a lot of people who come all the way from Belgium, so like obviously there's that link. How do you think that link was kind of established between the two countries through this festival?
I mean, because ever since when we first met each other and when Wizz came over to play over here in Grand Central, the relationship started there and the bond just grew every year. For God's sake, man. The relationship just grew every year because we were inviting each other to festivals. We kept on inviting Wizz to Grand Central, SOS, and then Wizz invited us to Wizz Fest or any other shows in Belgium, and it just grew from there. And then we started playing together in bands, and and now everyone can feel the connection between SOS and Wizz Fest, because it's like the English version of Wizz Fest, basically SOS. So it works really well.
That's another thing I was going to ask. What is the lineup like going to be for the Wizz Fest this year? Because it's because obviously it's, when is it happening? And
March. Yeah, next year, 19th of March. Blaze is headlining. Absolva is co-headlining. Got some English bands. Got a band from France. And got a few Belgian bands. So
the French band won't happen to be Gang, would it?
Yes, because we're also playing on their festival. So it's my thing to also invite them. That's the way it works.
There's obviously like interconnected between all the festivals. It seems like there's a big kind of network going on between bands, and obviously it helps the scene, because obviously it gets people outside of the zones that they'd normally be in. Like say you'd be in Belgium, Gang might be in France, obviously Absolver over here, and it takes you to new audiences.
Absolutely. I mean, it really works because it's a real rock and metal community we've got going on here, and the friendship that we have from country to country now just makes it so much easier to tour and much more successful for everybody to tour and make a living out of this, which is the goal for everybody that we work with. So we're making it happen.
I know this is a bit of a going off topic, but there's a question I was wondering ask, because obviously a lot of the festival here is quite linked to Rock Sector Records.
Yes.
And I imagine it's the case with it's linked with Wizz Fest and other stuff. Do you sort of use festivals like this as sort of a way to sort of check out new talent for the label, or is it kind of
definitely? I mean, it's quite obvious that this is a Rock Sector festival. It's hosted by Rock Sector, all the Appletons, all the Wizz, and with the Wizz clan, and we don't mind. It is because we've got so many bands on the label now. We can have maybe 5 or 6 of the label bands each year or something. We've got quite a lot on this year, but I think it's great because everybody who knows Rock Sector Records are really into pretty much all of the Rock Sector bands, and they really look forward to when we sign a new one and we bring a new band to SOS Festival, and they really appreciate it. So I love doing it, and it gives these new bands a chance to show themselves in front of about 400 people. So it works for everybody. So yeah, we do it a lot.
That's the same we do in Belgium with Wizz Fest. I invite lots of unknown bands, but very good bands, and people saying in Belgium, where the fuck do you get all those good bands? I got a nose for it, so it's a big one, so it works.
I mean, as well, I think obviously because of where we're based, we're not far from Manchester, so obviously you've got a lot of links to Manchester. Both of you have had a lot of links to playing Manchester quite a lot, and I'm just kind of wondering, where do you think on the, say, not just, especially in the context of the conversation we're having, in not just the national but the international European scene, where do you think Manchester slots in, and where does it have?
I think it's a very good music scene. There's so many good, well-talented rock, blues, metal, very undiscovered bands in Manchester, and I think
that's a bit everywhere.
Yeah, all over.
Some like the way I work, get bands out of their house because they don't get a chance to play on a decent festival. So we gave the bands a chance.
Yeah.
And mostly then afterwards they got gigs.
Yeah.
But there's someone has to pull them out first and show them to the audience.
I understand that definitely, because that's the thing. I'd never have heard of Gang unless they played here last year and got all the publicity off of that. So obviously it gives people an opportunity to check out good albums and good stuff.
Yeah.
I
mean, obviously now, because obviously this collaboration you're doing tonight, is it a one-off or is it going to be like you're doing it like?
Oh no! We're planning to do much more of it. We've got 3 shows booked in the end of August. Yeah, 3 in Belgium.
We already did a small tour.
Yeah, we did a few shows last month or the month before, prior to that, and then we're also planning to do a tour in December. Yeah, about 6 or 7 shows in the UK and 4 or 5 shows in Europe. So maybe some radio airplay, whatnot in between that. So we've got a lot of stuff to look forward to, and I think it could really work. It's not 100% confirmed yet, due to I'm not too sure where I'm going to be with my iSturf commitments. But if it works, I think it's going to be something really great, and we enjoy it, and it gives us another chance to go on the road. So happy days.
And in the meantime, we're working on the electric material.
Yeah.
He on Absolver material. I with my band recording a new album, release it next year in March. So yeah, lots to do.
So Wizz Fest would be like the premiere of that album, and would that be like a launch of that?
Yeah. Yes. We did also with Tears from the Moon, the first album, also released it on Wizz Fest 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
And next year we're going to release the new one, also on Wizz Fest, and we're going to record at the end of the year 2016 a live album. Yeah,
that's great. So moving forward now, obviously apart from the tour that you've sort of alluded to and stuff, respectively with all of your own record, other commitments that you have, apart from collaborating with each other, what's the future hold for both of you?
Future holds very good things, I think. 2016, I believe, is going to be a very big year for me, because iSturf are going to come back with a vengeance. Oh, here's Chris Appleton.
Who are you? Oh, it's Chris. Just thought I'd invade a little bit.
You were ruining our interview, Chris.
I'm not ruining it, I'm just saying hello.
This was a very good interview until you came over, and bloody Dave McKee as well.
We'll try our best. I'll leave it.
Anyway, back. What was the question?
You were mentioning 2016
Yes, I think it's going to be a very big year for me, because iSturf are going to come back with a vengeance next year, as we took in quite a big break due to John Schaefer's health. He had a few serious injuries, so he had to have surgery. But we're going to come back. We've been announced for 70,000 tons of metal, which is the heavy metal cruise from Miami to Caribbean. So that's in February. So we're going to do something there, maybe some shows in the States around that. But we're going to hit all the major festivals, do European tours, maybe a new album. So next year I'm not going to have that much time in Manchester, I don't think. So
I was actually going to ask just then. I was going to say, when you said you're coming back with a vengeance, does that mean new material, or does it?
It is on the cards. We have been throwing some stuff around already, and we haven't put a date on when we're going to record it or release it, but it's going to happen, and some stuff is going to happen, and we're getting to work on it. But mainly, I think a tour is going to be announced fairly soon, and it's going to be a big one because we've missed out on a year, so we want to come back and show that we're still alive.
Really kind of like reassert your presence.
Exactly, because Iced Earth have been, the last 4 years, they've been busier than they have in the last 15 years. They've done more shows than they have done in the last 15 years. It's quite incredible. They've done maybe like 400 shows in the last couple of years. It's really incredible, and I joined them halfway through that, so there was a lot of touring the States, India, Australia, Europe, South America, just hitting everywhere, all the festivals. So I think it's going to be a repeat of that next year. So yeah,
that definitely sounds exciting.
I'm ready. It's been far too long. What about you, Wizz?
Me, what I'm gonna do next year, a lot of gigs. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't do much gigs this year with the band, because we work on new material, and the plan is do it easy this year and go for it next year again with a new album. Yeah. So we planning to go to Germany, Holland, France, coming back to UK.
Will it be a full UK tour, or will it just be like the occasional day? Or
we're gonna do a tour, a UK tour, yeah.
We'll definitely keep an eye out for both of them. So obviously, just before we go, I was asked for both of you, have you got any message for any fans of any of your work?
Any messages?
Stay yourself, stay metal.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you enjoyed this interview. Keep supporting live music.
Well, thanks for taking the time to speak to me, guys, and I'm looking forward to your